everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. A very, 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 triple word Tina, exciting vlog. Because I am off for another lesson with the fabulous Alex Bragg. So Mum is helping me get all my chores done and get the lorry loaded up because we're off bright and early in the morning, aren't we, Mummy? I've just been and picked you up a, well, bright and early, it'll be dark and early. Picked you up a Yfood. Have you ever tried pistachio?
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Oh, she's going to want my coffee. Do you want coffee? I've got 2 coffees. Sorry, that wasn't how.
Pistachios.
I thought you might like to try pistachio. But no need to put them in the fridge, ready for the morning because it is so blinking cold. I'm sure the lorry is going to keep them nice and cool. So yeah, big shout out to Yfood for not only sponsoring this video, but for supporting me for the last 3.5 years. They really are a godsend on days like tomorrow morning, where I will be leaving home at 5:45, travelling the 2 3/4 hour journey to get to Alex's, and then yeah, straight tack up, get on board, be in the saddle by 9 AM. So obviously prior to leaving home that early in the morning, I am not going to be cooking no scrambled eggs on toast or even eating a bowl of cereal. I will literally be getting up, getting out, getting loaded, getting on the road, hence packing everything up this evening. But these are absolutely fab for fueling your focus. High in fibre, high in protein, high in vitamins and minerals, 26 to be precise. And yeah, keep you nice and full up and fueled with all the goodness that you need, as opposed to stopping at the services en route and picking up some junk. Now, as I say, I've given Mum the pistachio, which is a relatively new flavour, and I've got one of my faves, which is the coffee, because I think with that early start and the long drive, I will need the additional caffeine hit. The lesson is bright and early tomorrow, and then I am getting on the road back to Cornwall, and my boy is staying in residence, you don't know it yet, Banks, but in residence at Alex's yard, because on Saturday I am off skiing, which is very exciting, a very spontaneous, and I know I say it a lot, but a very spontaneous ski trip. Basically, I've took somebody else's place of a trip that they had to drop out of, and yeah, Rob was like, go for it. So I'm going with a big group of people, and yeah, I asked whether Alex would potentially have Banks, and yeah, when I was planning what to do with the ponies so that Robbo didn't have any additional stress in these horrible weather conditions, I mean, it was actually really windy and rainy and not icy and cold at the time, I thought you go with don't ask, don't get, and I asked the question, and he very, very kindly agreed to have him, which I will admit I wasn't expecting, but I'm elated about, because he's going to get some good training for when I get back, and then we can really knuckle down with our training for badminton. But as I say, in the morning I am having a lesson on him first before then leaving him up there, which, as much as it's a fabulous, incredible opportunity, I will admit I did say to Mum earlier, in his stable he'll eat that overnight. Actually no, I'll put some in his hay bar overnight, and then I have got that ready for the morning, haven't I? Thank you. You don't have to be quiet, you can talk.
Oh, would you like this one in the box? Oh, that one in the horse.
Yeah, this one. It's easier for him to eat out of bigger holes when he's travelling. Yeah, you can go in that way, even though I have cleaned it. Oh, look, have I shown?
I know.
Have you seen? I did thought it was noisy. I thought I heard a noise when I was in the cab. Robbie did an incredible job of cleaning it all for me the other day. Oh, it's a bit echoey in here when there's nothing in here. I might actually, Mum, I'm going to drive it out and put the ramp down and put some fresh bedding in there too, I think.
I'll leave that for there then.
So yeah,
that'll be
yeah.
okay there a minute.
Crack on, get all this done, get the last few bits loaded up, and then yeah, rendezvous with you guys again in the morning when, fingers crossed, we are safely up there. What was I saying before that? Oh, that I'm feeling a little bit sad, because although it's exciting and amazing opportunity that he gets to go there for some training, I'm a bit worried that he's going to think I've sold him or something, because he's going to be like, this isn't my stable, I don't recognise any of these people, why have you left me here, Mum? But that's just the soft side of me coming out. He'll be fine, won't he? Like Mum said, he's going to have hard work, so he's going to be tired. And he might actually enjoy meeting some new friends.
Yeah.
If you go under, it's a lot easier. No, not you go under. What are you trying to do?
You said go under.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to lift it out through.
Oh, right.
You flick it down. Lift that.
You mean if the hay net goes
yeah, not you
under.
go under.
There you go.
Anyways, I best put the camera down and actually do something to help.
Yeah, too right.
Why do you think I invited you down? No, Mum's coming for the jolly tomorrow too, aren't you?
Yes.
Everybody loved your filming of Olivia's lesson the other day, so same again tomorrow, please.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not too cold.
Just not so much.
Just not, no. You can press pause occasionally. No, it was brilliant. I'm never going to complain for too much. I would only ever complain for not enough. Oh my goodness, his dry rug. I want to pop that through the washing machine, so that is nice and clean for him. Take that inside now. Off I go, run a load of washing, and yeah. Excited, but as I say, a little bit anxious about leaving my boy. I know he will be in the very best hands, but equally I feel a little bit of mum guilt. But he'll be fine. He will be fine. I've got to think positively, talk positively, and first of all, I've got an exciting lesson in the morning, prior to even having to say the sad goodbye. But yeah, I'm not going to be dramatic. I'm going to be grown up. It's my decision. I've chosen to take him there, and it's a very fabulous, exciting opportunity. And yeah, I'm sure it will benefit both of us lots. And if any of you don't know and haven't watched the last vlog, we are also going to be doing a demo at the Grange. Alex is bringing 2 horses. I'm taking Banksy on February the 2nd, a Friday evening at 6 o'clock. So I will pop the link below to the information and the tickets for that. They're only £5 for the tickets too. So yeah, I feel like I may have given you a lot of information all in those first 5-10 minutes of this vlog. So gonna run along now, get these bits done, and we will rendezvous again in the morning. There's no point me filming first thing because it's going to be pitch black, but we'll rendezvous when we are en route, and yeah, excited for hopefully, as long as the ground isn't too frozen, a jumpy session in the morning with my boy up at Team Bragg Eventing.
Recording now, testing the fuzzy bits. Fuzzy bits, also known as sound, as we, hello Tina,
I'm nearly there.
are nearly there, and she needs to be in the saddle by 9 o'clock.
Which
Exactement.
is 14 minutes away. Am I really turning down here? Yeah, apparently so.
So, over and out.
Smooth journey though. You won't be able to hear me because you're mic. Smooth journey though.
Smooth journey though. Won't be able to hear me because I've got the mic.
We'll be able to hear you. I don't know what all the things are on the screen that you've got going on.
I don't know what they are either. Pokey things that said zoom out.
Be prepared for the best quality content you ever did see.
Right, stopping.
Oh no, that's going to show off how unwhite his legs are.
Okay. So
No, not at all. I don't mind. Anything's fine. No, they're perfect. Thank you. I'm joking. Good boy. You're going to show off how wired you are. Wait. Oh, that's going to come with us actually. That's his line. Straight away. Bless you. Thank you. Well, you don't.
no centre square.
I won't need to.
Room, Alex, just put the boots on for you if you want. Put that on the camera.
Thanks.
Just employing Alex.
Thank you. Oh, my stirrups are them, actually. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a speedy lesson.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just grateful that you did.
Well, I've lost my phone.
Have a present.
Oh, gosh.
You like that?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I think it's that good.
Is that? That might be. I'll try in a minute. Good boy. Well, he's come straight out of his stable straight here, so it's going to be a bit. Here we go. Come on, no, you're all good. Fabulous.
Does look a bit. You're on. You're on, and we're in. So we're going to go in here.
Oh,
yeah?
amazing.
Yeah. So well, it's dry. So
This
we're
is
gonna
the
go,
norm. So.
We're going to go in here. So.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Morton. And that dressage is just so big and open and wide and vast, isn't it? That it's just, oh, play it safe, hold on for dear life.
Yeah.
And I always think once I've got into the canter, I've got to stay in the canter because I'm wimping out if I come back to trot. But actually, like she said to me, you're better off doing loads and loads of transitions.
Yeah, yeah.
Making sure that he doesn't just bowl on with you in the canter.
Yeah. Well, because what you got to think is, when they're fresh, you got to figure out ways of getting your leg on.
Yeah.
So the best way to get your leg on is when you're doing a transition.
Yeah.
So actually, when you're sat in the pace and they're pulling you, you tend to not want to put legs. You don't want to go any faster.
Exactly.
So
I know.
if you
It's
transition
ironic,
back
really,
and transition
Makes
forward.
sense when you talk about it.
Yeah, yeah, but it's just actually being a bit proactive rather than sort of just defensive and sitting there hoping for the best. But well, I'll be at Morton, so I might see you there. So.
Fabulous.
I'll be trotting around going, more transitions. Tina,
Yeah,
more
exactly.
transitions, Tina. What are you doing there? Stop just smiling for the camera. More transitions, Tina. And do you think it was useful?
Yeah, definitely. Especially staying more straight and squaring off when I.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So we can hopefully see that in action a bit today then.
I can't say I've jumped much since, to be fair, but.
That's all right. It's all about just the concept, the idea. That's all we kind of want to work on, really.
Good boy.
And already now he's started to settle a bit. This is where you want to start putting your transitions in.
Okay, not just trot round.
Yeah, not just leaving
Not just keep myself warm.
Yeah. And then back into the trot. So it's not that you need to be in the walk for ages or in the trot for ages or in the canter for ages. You just need to be balanced and then ready to do the next transition. And actually it prepares you more for what's coming. Good. And the next downwards transition, just think, actually I'm going to put him in the downwards transition, but to create more softness, I'm going to put him around my inside leg. So think that actually when you land, you put him into like a sort of shoulder four so the inside leg can come on a bit. That's it.
Cool.
So then he accepts the aids.
Good boy.
Good. And then you sort of, when you do that this time, he was better because he was more forward in the transition, but then wait for him to relax and then go back up to the trot.
Okay, don't go up again straight away.
That's it, create suppleness, wait for him to, that's it. Then you can trot from the more relaxed frame.
Good boy.
Then he swings into the transition a little bit more. Rather than just getting a bit punchy because he's a bit excited. Yeah. He's very good, new play, and it's very open here, so this is quite good practice for Morton. You can see forever. Yeah, this is better. And what this does is when you then want to go from trot to canter in a minute, is your girth all right? Or do you want to go up?
I've been moisturising the saddle, but yeah, I still need to. It's still quite hard to do from on top with that new girth straps. Good boy.
Good lad. Yeah, because when you're riding around, in a minute you've got to put your inside leg on to go to canter.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is getting him ready for that instead of when you're in the trot, he's a bit tense and then stabbing at the transition and it being a surprise and him shooting him. Now he's used to the leg and he'll yield to it, so he'll be softer to it, and then hopefully the transition into your first canter will be better.
Smoother.
All right, so you're building all the time for him to accept the aids and listen to the aids rather than just react because he's excited and getting too sensitive, all right? So let's do a few, once you've done a couple more, go to the left, do your trot, walk, trot a couple of times, and then do the canter.
Okay.
Canter, trot, same principle. When you come back into the trot, feel that you're putting him into a turning aid, so you get the inside leg on to then sit and go back to the canter, all right?
Okay.
And actually it's quite good. When he's distracted, that's a good time to do a transition.
Okay.
Because it starts to bring his attention to you.
Back to me, yeah.
It's not going to be your best transition, but he's got to start to listen to you. Yeah, that was really nice, okay?
Good boy.
So soft, and you waited for exactly the right moment. So here, you know he's going to look. So do the transition early. Put him round your inside leg. Through the transition. That's it. Yeah, and then trot again. Because you see, once you get in there, he yields, yeah?
Yeah.
So you got to preempt it. So next time around, start that earlier. I didn't stop bossing her around. Good. And then have a little trot. And then over here, we want to then just breathe, sit, and ask for the canter. Keep the left leg on him so he yields around the left leg. Good.
Good boy.
And already have him round the inside leg here and try and point his focus up the arena. Then more inside leg.
Boy.
Yeah, good. Now with your outside rein in this count, just feel it sponging in your grip.
Yeah.
Just so you can ask him, that's it. Then he just softens a bit at the pole, softens at the base of the neck, and then the canter looks a little bit nicer. This is good, Tina, well done. Yeah, good.
Good boy.
Now be brave and go up half a gear, only half a gear. Yeah, and then come back half a gear. Yeah, then forward half. Yeah, so that's the tension.
Yeah.
And that's where you got to play to make sure, is he on the aids or are you just sitting tight in the canter, okay? But always go forward half a gear, then back half a gear, but be ready to go forward half a gear again. Yeah, that was better from you, okay? Last time you kind of just relied upon him.
Yeah, I didn't keep my leg on slowing down.
You didn't, exactly, so you lost a little bit of engagement. Yeah, good. Then you start feeling braver, look, and then you just naturally go into sort of the sort of bigger range within his paces. Well done, Banksy. Keep feeling the outside rein as a spongy rein, so you're kind of slightly half halting. Yeah, good. Now,
Good boy.
Can you prepare him for this transition to the trot in a minute? And think about the turning aids, so you put him round your inside leg. The outside rein just half halting, so that sort of spongy feeling where your grip squeezes and relaxes. Yeah, well done.
He's like, and stop.
Definitely.
So I'm like, right, you can stay like a bog pony for the winter.
We leave all our legs on and stuff.
Do you?
Yes, just...
Come on.
You got to think it's more
stretch.
about the horse's health than it is
Exactly
anything
that,
else,
yeah.
So. Okay, so let's have a little canter right and then we're going to start jumping.
Yeah. So right canter.
Yeah, right canter. So
Stop looking.
Just get that sort of yielding feeling in the walk so you get the nice transition to the trot.
Nope. You just said the word trot.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't say it.
Look up.
Oh.
Well, he's fresh. So even though that's a lovely canter transition,
I didn't ask for it.
So now just ask for the trot and then have the canter, just so you know that, yeah, round the inside aids.
Good boy.
Good, well done. And then with those subtle gear changes, just take the canter a little bit larger around the school so you can get him accustomed to everything. Gear change back. Remember to stay ready with your leg. And then just as you're going around and getting him used to it, keeping him as soft as you can, just ask for more range and then sit tall when you want to collect. Really tall. And see whether you can go a little bit more. So I'm going to try and teach him that he can sit a bit more, like, whoop, and then a more back now. Go on, more back. Yeah, then don't worry about the mistake. Then just ask with your outside rein. Keep just saying, just can you sit, can you sit, can you sit, until you almost try and get What, flying change? I didn't know you needed that for badminton.
No.
Which one are
can
you
we change
doing
back?
again? Oh, the 5-star. Okay. And now just relax and sit up and try and make that canter as slow as you can. Within his capability.
Yeah, I've let him go forwards, now he's like, no.
Yeah, so now you have to teach him the discipline of coming back. Yeah, keep looking up. Yeah, that's it. So his ears stay higher. That's right. The pull up so the hops can go down. That's better. And then think about your transition to the trot, keeping his ears up a little bit, and then get him to yield around the inside edge. Lovely transition. Don't rush him, get him to go, push him like shoulder 4 round your leg.
Yeah.
So you got to pat him after you've got him in good balance, all right?
Yeah.
Don't try and pat him when you're struggling for balance. We all want to reward the horses, but you got to reward them for doing good things, not halfway through the conversation, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for thinking about being really soft. That's not good enough. It's like, oh, you are really soft, thank you very much, okay? Just timing. Okay, have a little walk. Let's get jumping. It's freezing cold, so we'll get him going.
And turning left, did you say, on landing? Or staying on the right rein?
Turning left. So what I want you to do, like the exercise we did, you come round, you're nice and square, and I don't want you to actually try and cut inside there, but I want you to put lots of left leg on, which straightens him up, which gives you more chance of left lead.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is that you'll come around the right rein, he's more likely going to want to drift to the left.
Yeah, okay.
So by coming here and thinking, actually, I want to square up his left side, you give the opportunity for the left lead easier, and the horse is straighter, he's squarer, so he'll jump better, okay? So we're going to do that, and then we're going to come round and we'll go the other way, left-handed to the right turn there, okay?
Yeah.
So square turn, keep the right leg on here, then left leg on here.
Good boy.
Yeah, so all very good.
Whee!
But you
Apart from
mustn't
my
look
control.
down. You mustn't look down to see if he's on the correct leg. Try and look up where you're going, okay? So we're going to come left-handed, then put the right leg on to turn right, okay? Right leg, good. Much better with your vision. Do one more right to left, and be conscious that you're looking where you're going. Yeah, just look up, that'll be handy. Left. Good, look up, look up. Okay, then you can have a nice transition to trot and to walk. And you don't pat him until you're in the walk. Use your voice.
Cool.
Good boy, get him to just yield around the inside edge through to the walk. So he's soft. Then you can pat him. Tell him he's very good. Okay?
Yeah, I am too quick to do that, aren't
Well,
I?
what you've got to think is that you got to think exactly, like they're quite straightforward, simple creatures. And he's gonna react to what you're rewarding him at the time of your reward.
Yeah.
So you want to wait until he feels great, then reward him, because he's like, oh, mum likes it when I feel like that. Not when you're kind of trotting really, really fast on the forehand out of balance, because then he's like, oh gosh, that's what I get loads of reward for. So that's what he looks to do, okay?
Yeah.
So you've got to be a bit patient with your reward.
Yeah.
All right?
Boy.
Good. So now what we're going to do is just going to come right-handed to this. Again, land on the left lead.
Yeah.
And actually, I think we can come straight down to the oxer. So right leg on this corner, keep his right hip upright. Left leg, look up. Left leg, whoa. Oh, well done, good riding. So he's a little bit spooky at the filler.
Yeah, little monkey.
Is that something that he's usually like, or?
No, he's just being distracted by other things.
Okay, that's okay.
Normally when it's in a jump, it's fine.
So get to the walk, yield in the walk. Get him soft.
Stop.
Then you can pat him, and then we just repeat straight away.
Yeah.
This time, make sure you keep him really to the center, both legs on, and then just wait for that jump. And if he jumps it well, remember your transition afterwards. So even when it gets a bit disorganized, you've got to bring it back into organization. Don't get defensive now. Now lots of leg.
Good boy.
Good, remember your balance. He must trot and then walk. Round the inside edge, sit tall. That's it, so you must keep your balance off his shoulders. And when he yields, you can give him a real big pat. So,
Good boy.
this is how we teach horses discipline.
Yeah.
By repetition, yeah? And
Yeah.
in all truth, it comes from our discipline mainly. It's not about getting cross with them and saying he's running off and hoiking on his mouth all the time. It's about teaching him that every time he does something that's exciting and explosive, he has to become soft.
Yeah.
And then he gets rewarded.
Yeah.
Then they come softer quicker.
Yeah.
And that's when you can put more
Good
leg
boy.
more often
Yeah.
without them running off with you, okay?
Okay.
Right, so, and he's normally okay with doubles and stuff? And
Yeah, fine. All right.
very good.
Go for that if you want.
Everything is built, technically, like you were riding an advanced course, but you're learning over your height that you're capable of, okay? When you jump this, you want the left lead, so what leg are you gonna make sure you've got lots of on?
Left.
Left. Then go balance, give yourself plenty of room, get straight for the double, stay looking straight out. You can't look down, you must look up, so he travels and travels, and then get out, turn, just like we did in the exercise before. That's one, yeah. You're gonna look up. Yeah, you can't have it any shorter than that.
No, it's fine. I ride positively.
Yeah. But I think if you're in good balance, in a good rhythm, you'll be very surprised because the horse will jump the oxer and land out.
Yeah, more than if it was a upright.
Yeah. And then actually, you know, because that's not even quite 8 yards, so. And you're jumping this oxer first to get into a good rhythm, okay? Off you go. Now look, beyond the fence, you keep traveling. Left leg, left leg, left leg. Very good, look up. Good, give yourself room. Now look beyond to the second element. Second element, second element. Walk. Yeah, look up. Well done, okay. Make him trot, then walk. Good boy. Yeah, steady the trot, balance it. Round the inside aids. And then pat him. Well done. So actually you rode that well. If you keep riding like that, he'll trust you to go on the one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Just
one of
fitted
those.
in a tiny one.
So it was a really tiny one. Like it, and really you had such a good shot in.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, I thought we were going one. It felt good over the first. And
But that's, so it wouldn't be the first time he's put an extra stride in by the sounds of it.
No.
So that's something that it becomes a bit of a habit.
And probably from me riding backwards for so long going, wait.
Yeah, and so what he's doing is he's jumping in and he's saying, right, the safest thing for me is to make sure I look after myself.
Yeah.
So he's more than likely looking to chip in rather than to go on that wild one, just in case he's in trouble. Whereas there, I think if you rode him in like that every single time, he would never think about putting
Get
an
used
extra
to it
stride in.
being so, yeah.
So, because that was such a good shot. So I don't want you to think that that was you that caused that.
Yeah.
That's history that caused that,
Yeah.
not that approach.
A lot of years of history.
That approach
and also
was-
I didn't look at my next jump quick enough, I don't think, did I?
I think because it kind of
Yeah.
distracted you with the whole kind of bubble and confusion and stuff. And then you were like, oh my God, I have got another job to do. But you actually did look up. And what I was impressed with this time was when you landed, you were like, oh my gosh, I've got to balance him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't just be like, oh my
Didn't
gosh,
get flustered.
it's all wrong. Yeah, you got back in the game. So, but you'll get quicker and quicker about getting back in the game and not being distracted, okay? So just stick with it. Right, keep remembering your discipline of which leg you're putting on at the jump as well.
Yeah.
Look up. Look beyond it and ride. Go on, good boy, Banksy. Good, look up. Keep your ears up and your body tall in the transitions now. Oh, better transition, Tina, much better. Body tall, getting just a yield to the inside aids. Yeah, good. Much better.
Yeah, I felt the response so much better as soon as I did sit up more.
Yep, yep.
Very guilty of tipping forwards too much.
You're both starting to get it, so it's
Yeah.
good. Well done. And then, again, like your approach the time before, I thought was smoother.
Okay.
But because you were so positive the time before, he then was like, actually, I'm going to go for you.
Okay.
You know, and in the show jumping at 90, it's not so bad if they chip in, but when you're cross country, it can
Yeah.
sometimes run you into a bit of difficulty. So you want to, although it's acceptable to a degree, it's not something that
You
I
don't
would
get deep
really,
to skinny brush, do you?
I wouldn't really want to be encouraging it too much. So the more confidence you can give him to take off on the true stride, the
Yeah.
better. Right,
Good boy.
hello.
Yeah.
Ride the dog leg to the red, and then roll back left rein to the blue upright, which I'm going to stick up slightly.
Okay.
Okay, so something else that I always sort of say, which helps me, the tighter the turn, the taller the body, all right?
Yeah.
So the bigger and tighter the turn, the more you got to stay off their shoulders. So I think tighter the turn, taller the body, yeah? So as you come around here,
Yeah.
you want to be off his shoulders like this.
That's like a jump off turn.
It would if you come really tight, yeah?
Yeah.
But this is what we're trying to be efficient, but balanced, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's what we're training. We're training the tricky stuff. So when you go in the ring, everything's dead easy.
Yeah, true.
Okay, and then remember your line here, ride forward, get to the middle of the oxer.
Yep.
And again, then you just jumped a big oxer,
Yeah.
and then you have your tight turn back.
Yeah.
So tighter the turn, taller the
So
body.
stay straight on landing than I was before.
Left leg, a little bit straight, then just make the turn back and make sure you're in the middle of that upright, okay? You've got to be accurate, and as you get to the middle of that blue upright, you don't forget you want right lead. So get your right leg on. You've not finished yet, and that's where you don't want to be thinking, I'm going to have the last fence down at badminton because I think I've finished and I lay all over him.
Did that, I launched on this. Yeah.
Sit your body up, okay, and get the right leg on him. Okay. Right leg, sit your body tall. Left leg, sit up. Good. Body tall.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right leg. Good girl. Yeah, make him just do a nice transition now. Yeah, body
Good
tall,
boy.
body tall, body tall. You got to slow the back end down. That's it. Soften him, then pat him.
Good boy.
How did you feel that went?
Yeah, good.
That was very good.
Yeah, maybe that last corner I could have sat up a bit earlier.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I thought you did quite well because you had a little stumble, and had you not been thinking about sitting up, you would have definitely overtaken him.
We'd have completely lost balance.
So for me, actually, I thought you did really well.
Okay.
And then you came around and you were bob on, like the ride to this and that upright off of a turn back to be in the centre.
Was the best yet, wasn't it?
You were great.
Yeah.
And you really got that sort of concept of that outside leg being the new inside leg and using it. I don't know why they don't coach it more.
No, I know.
But it works for me, so I think it must.
I don't think I've ever been told that.
It must work for other people if it works for me.
Yeah.
So, well, everyone tells you to kick them that way, but then I think it puts you off the line.
Yeah.
You got to stay on the line first. That's the most important thing with the horse upright. So, yeah, really good. Just don't come from so far away.
Yeah.
So use the square turn to engage the energy. But there's nothing worse than rolling up to the first fence and rubbing it out because you've not got enough canter.
Yeah, I will admit, as I was riding, because I came inside that red one, as I was riding there, I was thinking, oh, this is a long line to fence one, don't have it down.
Yeah. But it's not unusual that.
Yeah.
You know, but what I would do is I'd ride up.
Yeah.
And then put a square turn in here. So that helps engage him. So as I was coming, I'd ride up here and I'd ride two separate lines rather than a curve.
Okay.
So ride up the long side. We can practice that again. Ride up the long side here, turn that direction to then put another turn in there. And every time you turn, you're rebalancing. So the canter can't get away from you, otherwise you can't turn, you'd feel too strong. And then you're there. I know it's going to be like 4 or 5 strides.
Yeah.
But actually the fence is good enough. And I don't know whether you've noticed, but every single upright has a ground line.
Yeah.
Every single oxer does not have a ground line.
Okay.
Okay? So with an oxer, you train the horse to get closer.
Okay.
The centre part of the jump, the optimum part of the jump is in the middle of the 2 bars. Okay. So you don't want them taken off too far away.
Which is why you've got your middle fillers for accuracy.
Middle fillers are for accuracy, they help, and obviously getting used to a few fillers, but so you need something there to train with, but you don't want to keep them off the front bar with an oxer. Whereas with an upright, if they run in, they just step, you want to teach them to jump. So I put the ground line on the upright, so you can put a little bit of leg on, and they learn to give the upright a little bit more room.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can actually jump it rather than
get too deep,
crawling over it.
Okay.
So that's when you get more confident about putting leg to an upright, rather than someone saying it's an upright and they hook all the time.
Okay.
Get there, put the leg on and get the horse to jump. You're encouraging it to jump. You're saying, come on, be there. And actually, this is telling you be a little bit off it so you can really throw a nice effort. You would do most of your practicing at home. So my training sessions are for you to learn and understand and go home with something to practice. Yeah, exactly. Because I can just have you can't jump in a lot of fences, but your horse will be sweaty, but you'll go back and you'll be like, so actually what made me better? Yeah. The important thing is you go away knowing what made you better, so you can focus on it in every single training session you do. So I spend a lot more time trying to get you to understand.
Yeah, and the trouble is with him as well, the more you do, the more excited he gets, and then the harder to ride he is. It's weird. He doesn't really get tired, he just goes...
Training is about, it's about correctness and discipline. Yeah. So it's better to spend more time after the exercises making sure he's disciplined, soft, and ready for you to ride forward again. Yeah. We always want to be riding forward, but the trouble we have is when we can't because the horses are too strong or too excited. Yeah. So then the more emphasis comes on the rein aid rather than the leg aid, and we need to put them in positions where we can get leg aids on. Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Does it make sense, Banksy? Okay.
Yes, he says.
Right, okay, let's do that again, because I want you to practice that and feel confident that canter to the first fence wasn't too much. For me, it was a good canter.
Oh, fab.
But put those angles in rather than one big curve into the first fence. Now right leg, body tall. Very good. Now keep your body off him. Body off him. Now sit tall. Well done. Keep the discipline here. Shoulders back. Get him to trot round the inside aids if you can, so you're not just hanging on to him. That's it. Good boy. I'll teach him a bit of discipline this week, I think. Woohoo. Sit tall, sit tall. Don't see where your body wants to yield. You're yielding to him, whereas actually you want to encourage him to come back to you. Then this is good then.
Good boy.
Okay, and it doesn't matter like that he's maybe not always in the super correct frame. It's more, I'm looking more at the balance of him, that he's lighter in his shoulders and carrying a little bit more balance behind, rather than when you're like, and you think, well, he's on the bit, but he's on the bit and he's on his shoulders running you. I'd rather he would learn to do this.
Do you know what? I think I've been a bit naughty in training him that Pat is slow down and stop.
Oh, yeah, but then they go croup high, yeah? And like all over the place. Well done, Banks. Okay, good.
Thank you very much. No, that was very good.
Okay, and you think if you were turning back to this and it was downhill, like you could get a slight slope, you need to be really thinking of your balance.
Sit in the comfy saddle more.
Yeah, exactly right. So yeah, I think that's the next step for you, is to now think about what you're doing after the fences and into the turns. All right?
Yep.
But it's good. We're just much better,
no,
actually.
That was good.
And I think then you'll be sort of surprised at, because your balance is better, how much you'll find he doesn't want to bear in on you. Because sometimes
see that bottom corner each
you can
time.
see you having to hold him out with the outside rein, rather than the inside leg pushing into the outside rein to balance him. You're like this, and then he's a little bit loading like this, rather than looking. So, and that's where it's so important that after the fence you get them to yield around the inside aids, so they're not fixed here and leaning there. Your leg becomes a partition, and it's hard to get them off their shoulders to the jump. So, so that would be what I'm probably going to focus on a lot with him. So you find, again, you can put more power to the jump, because when you land, you know he's going to come back to you, yield to you, and then you'll have control.
Okay.
Because often more people are cautious coming in because they're so worried about what they're going to have after.
Okay.
So if we can get the discipline here, you can then be a bit more like a hooligan to the jump.
Brilliant. Yeah. Hooligan.
Good boy.
He'd love to go around like a hooligan all the time.
That's my thing. When I train jumpers, I'm like, you train with discipline to exploit it and ride like a hooligan at a show. That's the only way to win a jump off, is to ride like a hooligan.
Yeah, thank you, and enjoy your week with him. I'm going to walk him off by hand. But if anybody wants to come and watch us have a live lesson.
Exactly.
And you're bringing two of your fabulous horses.
I am. So there's 3 demonstrations going on, one for the flat and 2 for jumping. Obviously, one with Banksy, with me sort of giving you a little bit of a few pointers, bit of guidance and stuff. But yeah, and I think the best thing about that is we're going to be giving you live feedback, and there's a live Q&A, so it's going to be very interactive. I want it to be for everybody that's coming, so they're learning and going away with something.
For horses at every level.
For every level, and it's their opportunity. It's their evening, really, and we're kind of just there to try and sort of show a few things off. So hopefully it'd be a good evening. Friday the 2nd.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Friday the 2nd at the Grange.
Exeter. Yeah.
£5 a ticket, absolute bargain.
You can't believe it, really.
No, I know, I can't at all.
It's so lovely to do something for the Southwest. Though.
Exactly.
Everybody says not enough
not
goes
enough
on.
Happens. Yep,
so
exactly.
I'm really pleased to be involved, and so happy to be doing it with you, obviously. And the great support from Devacu Equilibrium and Red Mills to help keep that ticket price down for you guys. So enjoy it, exploit it, and come along. Yeah.
6 p.m. Friday the 2nd. The link to the tickets will be in the description box below. I'm going to get him walked off, and then by the end of next week he'll be capable of doing everything in this arena, yeah?
I'll do my best.
He says, I'm game, look! Keen bean face. Right, well thank you. I know you need
You're
to
more
get
than
on,
welcome.
So we'll give him a lap a sec. Hello, you're right.
Sienna, this is Tina.
Hi.
Mum Catherine. So, and this is more important.
Banksy. It's coming to stay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you can make friends, Banks. Oh, yeah, I can get mine off the lorry. Or...
That's right, actually, we'll just...
Use yours. The minimal gear, the better, you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'll show his gorgeous bedroom. Look at that, Banks. He's like, oh, will I get told off if I eat it? He's like, wow, I might have to have a wee straight away. It was a long journey. You spoilt boy, aren't you? Yep, wee straight away. He's quite tidy in the stable too. He likes to poo in one pile.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, in easy bed. I don't know about in straw, but yeah. Fingers crossed. Right, turn the camera off, mate. Good boy. So that's Banks all settled in the stable. I'm skipping the lorry out quickly and actually leaving it here because Mum's darling husband Mark is coming to pick us up, and then because I am off skiing tomorrow, I am going to get dropped back up here, leave the lorry here, get dropped back up here, so that when I get back from skiing, we arrive back to Exeter, I can get dropped up here straight away to pick my boy up, rather than go all the way back down to Cornwall and then all the way back up for him the following day. So yeah, get off the plane and then come straight and see him, because I'll have missed him lots, but it is lovely to know that he will be in extremely capable and well cared for hands whilst I'm gone, taking advantage of all of the lovely facilities and Alex's incredible knowledge and training. Obviously, I'll empty this a minute and then we'll go and say goodbye to him. I know, I'm not going to get upset. Alex has dashed off because he's competing at Chard today, so it was a quick lesson before he went down there. But Sienna, his daughter, is being Banksy's chief groom and caring for him and all the other horses on the yard today. Yeah, he seems very settled so far, doesn't he, Mum?
He does indeed.
Very relaxed and in a lovely deep straw bed.
We'll have a look, shall we?
Yeah. I love your stamps, trying to keep it as smooth as possible. Otherwise she'll get told off because I'm horrible to her. Oh. Very peaceful, this yard. Look, I love how all the other horses put their heads out, but Banks doesn't.
He did when I came in just now.
Oh, actually, I might put his. Actually, there's no point putting your hay netting because you're quite happy in there with that one, aren't you? Not phased remotely. Can I have a kiss before I go? Maybe? Oh, I left the polos in the lorry. Shall I get the polos? In fact, I'll pick up that poo for him in a minute, so that's done. Just a reason to stay longer and not leave yet.
Well, unless we're walking back to Bridgewater.
Oh, I can do that. I'll pick up a poo that he's done straight away. Shall I? Save your joy. Well, my lift's not here yet anyway, so.
You might be here another few hours.
Sleepy time for the rest of them.
I know.
Oh, you look cozy.
We'll check his temperature actually. So much easier to skip out throughout the day and then it's keep it during the evening, isn't it?
Good boy. You're going to love
What?
it here with this deep bed. I reckon you'll be snoozing loads.
Lovely and warm.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's really warm in here. I'm just not the best at mucking out straw.
Last mucking out for a week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one positive of leaving him.
Oh, look at that one trying to say hello. Are you allowed
Gorgeous,
to be
isn't
on
it?
camera?
Money?
Yeah. Mona, you looking at your neighbour and your neighbour's not allowed to stick his head out. Oh, look, there he is.
Peepo. Who's that? He says, yeah, I get a week of no cameras.
That's rather nice, isn't it?
I know, I was going to leave my old camera here, but I think that might be pushing it. I think we'll let him focus on the training rather than the vlogging.
Nice.
Oh. Are you making friends through that? You're lovely and warm. Just get off, Mum. Stop embarrassing me.
Yeah, just go
Stop
away.
embarrassing me. Mwah. I love you. Should we go and get your polos? He loves me too. Don't you?
Right, I'm going to film off and go and get your polos.
What you do